Alright, let's dive into something that's been making waves, literally. Mark Zuckerberg's $300 million superyacht, the Launchpad, has been turning heads, and not just because of its jaw-dropping price tag. But here's the thing, this isn't just a boat. It's a floating mansion, a symbol of tech wealth, and a conversation starter about access, privacy, and even morality. So, let's break it down. First off, the sheer scale of this thing is insane. At almost 390 feet long, it's like a small cruise ship. Designed by Espen Øino International and built by Fedship, it's a masterpiece of engineering and luxury. But what strikes me is the contrast here. Zuckerberg, the guy who built a platform on connectivity, now has a yacht that's essentially a self-contained world. It's got 13 rooms, a helipad, a cinema, a gym, even a beauty salon. Personally, I think this is where the conversation gets interesting. Is this the ultimate escape from the chaos of the digital world he helped create? Or is it just another example of the tech elite living in a bubble? What's even more fascinating is the annual running costs, $30 million. That's more than most people will earn in their lifetimes. And here's where it gets tricky. While Zuckerberg is known for his philanthropy, this kind of spending feels tone-deaf in a world grappling with inequality. In my opinion, it's not just about the money, it's about the message. What does it say when the guy who runs one of the most influential companies in the world is spending this kind of cash on a yacht? It raises a deeper question: are tech billionaires out of touch with the realities of the people they serve? Now, let's talk about the Alaska incident. The Launchpad was near a stranded 21-foot skiff that ran out of fuel, but it didn't come to the rescue. Instead, another boat, the Wilderness Legacy, stepped in. Zuckerberg's spokesperson explained that the crew wasn't on the same radio channel and that the Coast Guard was already handling it. Fair enough, right? But here's the thing, this yacht has a crew of 49. You're telling me none of them were monitoring the right channel? What many people don't realize is that this isn't just a PR issue, it's a metaphor. The Launchpad, with all its luxury, seems disconnected from the world around it. It's like the yacht is in its own universe, oblivious to the struggles of the little boats nearby. And then there's the maintenance. After its first full cruising season, the Launchpad spent 80 days in a French shipyard for repairs. Think about that, 80 days. That's almost 3 months of downtime for a boat that's supposed to be the epitome of luxury. From my perspective, this highlights the absurdity of it all. How much of this is about enjoyment, and how much is about status? If you take a step back and think about it, this yacht is less about sailing and more about signaling. It's a floating billboard for Zuckerberg's success, but it also feels like a distraction from the controversies surrounding Meta. Here's the bigger picture: the Launchpad isn't just a yacht, it's a symbol of an era. It represents the staggering wealth of the tech industry and the growing divide between the haves and the have-nots. Personally, I think it's a missed opportunity. Imagine if Zuckerberg had used this money to build something that directly benefited communities, a floating hospital, a research vessel, or even affordable housing. Instead, we've got a yacht with a helipad and a jacuzzi. Don't get me wrong, I'm not against luxury, but this feels excessive, even by billionaire standards. So, what's the takeaway here? The Launchpad is more than just a boat, it's a reflection of our times. It's a conversation about wealth, responsibility, and the choices we make when we have more money than we know what to do with. In my opinion, the real story isn't the yacht itself, it's what it says about the world we live in. And that, my friends, is something worth thinking about. What do you think? Is this just a rich guy enjoying his money, or is there something deeper here? Let me know in the comments.